So we're gonna play cat and mouse. We played it previously, but I'm just gonna re-show you guys how to do it. So can you stand? So he's gonna be the mouse, and I'm gonna be the cat. We're gonna make it a little harder than we made it last time. So if you guys wanna just curve around so everyone can see. So last time we just had straight up running. And he was running, and I'm gonna try and tag him. This time we're gonna make it a little more difficult. This time I'm gonna be sitting. As soon as I see him move, I can get up and go and get him. And I have to try and tag him before the black line. So let's show you real quick how it's gonna look.
Very good. For an instant activity, what you want to do is precisely
So
that.
I tagged him.
You don't need to break it down. You just make it very clear for them because the role of it is just a warm up.
Partner up with someone. You two, and then can one of you guys join her?
Someone can wait on the side if you want to. Yeah, doesn't matter.
So you're gonna move off of their movement. As soon as you see them move, go. So you guys can see already, it's a lot harder than it was last time. Because last time you were able to just run. Yeah, as soon as the person in front moves, the person in the back will go. Did everyone go at least once?
Yes.
Alright, so now we're going to take it to the next step. Now, can I borrow? So now you're going to be sitting. So he's going to be sitting. I'm going to be laying on my stomach. Same thing. As soon as he goes, I can go. Whenever you're ready. And same thing. As soon as he's done, you guys cross the line, just switch it up again.
Okay, good modifications. This is a modification. It's still part of the warm up. No really need to break it down. It's just a matter for them to perform the action as is required. Why? Because this is just a warm up.
Make sure everyone goes through once and then bring it back in the middle.
You can have to also consider students that will have somewhat of a problem with the movement coming from the floor. You want to give them an option as well. And why? Because children talk, children they also judge, and it's not done on purpose necessarily. It's just the nature of it. So you just want to avoid those type of things, those type of behaviors, I should say.
So we're on our final third lesson of overtaking a fleeing student. So a little recap: when you want to overtake somebody, you want to keep your head up. You want to look at their hips to see what direction they'll go. If somebody's coming at me and they're going to the right, then you want to let up. You want to plant your right foot and let up weight on that left. So you can be able to change directions, take their flag, which is the game we're going to be playing, which is flag tag. So, can everybody please get a belt? Make sure the belt has two flags. We're going to be combining dodging, juking, and overtaking a fleeing student.
You guys need to here, you can put two belts together.
It's okay. This sort of things sometimes happen. Sometimes the equipment is malfunctioning and so whatnot, and it takes time. It's no
What
problem.
are some tips that you would use if you wanted to avoid getting your flag pulled?
Like trying to be quick, like stutter step, maybe drop shoulder.
flags. So for this game, when we're ready to go, everybody will be spread out. We have 2 flags. They represent, you have 2 lines. What you're gonna do, you're gonna run and try to chase somebody, and you're gonna rip off their flag. You still have 1 more life. If you get your other flag pulled, then you just stop and you have to wait for the next round to start. And everybody spread out.
So if he's overtaking a fleeing person and it's control level, then I'm still waiting for the specific cue because the focus is going to be on the chaser, right? Ah, no, I see. It's everybody have to be on the alert. Okay, this activity I would do second. It will be okay since everybody's going to be. What I'm trying to say is that this will be mostly on a utilization level. It's just a combination. It's also kind of unpredictable. But I think since it can be considered also kind of at the higher level of control. But you can just have them in groups of 2, like you had at the very beginning, and do the same thing. Because in this case, it's about the overtaking the fleeing person. It's about you keeping up with or beating the speed, but at the same time, it's watching the hips. Watching the hips. You want to overtake a fleeing person. So in this case, it will be perfect with the flags. And the cue that I needed to hear most of the time right now is watch the hips, focus on the hips. Yeah, at the same time, you can say aspects of time, aspects of speed in this case. Accelerate, decelerate, accelerate, decelerate. But it's mostly watch the hips.
Alright, great job. So, what are some techniques that you use to take somebody's flag?
At the same time, it's just the reaching, right? I mean, again, it could be a few cues.
Joins me, and then it's 2 against everyone.
Then it's 2 against everyone.
And then next person gets in, and it continues. So there's 1 person left.
Yep, it's a variation of the. But again, in this case, I think that to isolate it better, because again, it's control level. So control level, I'm going to take back the what I said before. I think that to make it more specific to the control level, it would have been then maybe in groups of 2. In groups of 2, and then work on the cues that I mentioned before. Why? Because control level deserves or requires for you to take the skills overtaking a fleeing person. So the overtaking part is the one that you need to deconstruct, the one that you need to break down. So it could be in this case if you're using the flags, which is fine. It could be about reaching out. You have to make sure that you reach at the same time that you vary your speed, at the same time that you watch the hips. That's everything that you want to do. For the flare can do whatever. You don't necessarily you're going to take something. You can just leave it. But to have it in a game situation like this, it's something that you do want to do. I mean, again, it's not like black and white. Is what I'm trying to say. But at a control level, it's better for you to start with isolation first.
Don't be afraid.
Be more isolating. Be more isolating first, and then get into a game situation. So in this case, my major observation will be that, and it will be about the cues. What is it that you're saying? What is it that you're repeating often for them to understand the overtaking part? One more minute. So this is a very good activity. If it was at the utilization level, then still the cues would have been very, very important. You can see that right now, it's quiet,
Good job! Good job, everyone!
but to reinforce exactly what you're looking for in terms of the overtaking. So just know that for the utilization level, this would have been a great, great activity.
Get the last person with her flag.
Very well done for utilization.
Bring it in, everyone.
Bring it in. All right, so what did we learn today? Strategize. What was the main objective, do you think?
Shield
Okay, what was
Catch the person on the line.
catch the person? What's a good word for that? I like that. We got overtake. So today we were working on overtaking a fleeing person. So who was successful in overtaking someone fleeing? If you were, raise your hand. All right. What do you think made you successful?
Catching them off guard.
All right. So on the other side of that, who was successful at running away? You were very successful. What do you think made you successful? All right, that's good. What about you?
I tried to keep my hip towards the outside.
All right, good. So you think it was overall everyone was kind of successful wherever? Yeah. So we all have strengths and weaknesses. Some people were better at fleeing, some people were better at catching. So just general, what was your favorite part of today?
The last game.
The last game?
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it was cool to have some people working together to try to overtake them.
very much for participating. You guys did awesome. Have a great day.